Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video, for the last video of the year, I'm bringing you my yearly favorites. This type of video is definitely one of my favorite videos to watch because I always feel like I learn something from it, and I will learn about a product that either I didn't know existed or a product that I had been probably thinking about buying but wasn't sure about. So anyway, I have everything from hair to makeup to beauty slash like skincare kind of things. Also, every product that I've mentioned, I will leave a link to in the description box. So if you miss something or don't know where to get it, I will definitely leave that down below. All right, so I'm just going to start off with T3. And you guys know that I've been working with them now for a couple of years. They are my hands down favorite heat styling tools. And you guys know all about the beautiful T3 Whirl Trio, which is, comes with the base interchangeable wand. I would say that everyone's most favorite is the largest one. So you just click, it attaches. It's probably one of the strongest curling irons I've ever used. And I definitely thought that when I saw, beautiful white rose gold, that it was going to be one of those tools that's super beautiful, but didn't really work. But like I've said in the past, they are as powerful as they are beautiful. By the way, if my voice sounds a little bit hoarse, and it probably will get worse through this video because this video is going to be mainly me talking, I apologize. I was coughing so much last night and I feel like I woke up sounding like a man today. So now just to step away from hair products, definitely have a lot more hair products to talk about, but I'm going to talk about this super gorgeous palette right here. This is the Natasha Nona Star palette. And before I even open it up and explain why this palette is amazing, I do have to say that before I got, I guess, more into makeup than I am right now, definitely not a makeup artist, definitely don't claim to be one. Obviously, I am a cosmetologist and I do have a, I would say, pretty good understanding of basic makeup. Like, I can definitely make someone look good, I can even out their skin tone, I can contour them, but like when it comes to like beautiful eyeshadows and all that, I think that definitely is more in the makeup artist realm kind of thing. So when I would hear about these like designer kind of eyeshadow palettes, I used to always think like, I don't need that. I wouldn't even know what to do with that. But when I did open this up, if you guys will just see the beautiful colors. I mean, honestly, this is such an expensive palette and I understand. And honestly, when I would see girls talk about this a couple of years ago, I was like, that is ridiculous. That there's no eyeshadow that could feel as good or that could just justify that price. But this color right here and this shimmer down here is honestly what sold me on this palette. And if I could, really just buy those two colors, I definitely would. But this palette is absolutely amazing. And even though it has some colors that are probably a little bit out of my comfort zone, I mixed this one with this brown and it just gives you like the most beautiful, beautiful kind of customized, gorgeous brown. So this is a fairly new palette for me, but I do have a feeling that I am going to definitely get really good use of it. You guys know me and I definitely stick with my neutrals, but there's some beautiful undertones and gorgeous colors in this palette that I'm really excited to kind of explore and play with a little bit more. So since we're on the topic of makeup right now, I'm going to switch gears and go a lot more affordable with this one. And this is the Maybelline Dream Brightening Cream Concealer. And so it sounds like nothing special, but what I started doing is getting this in darker shades and using it as contours. And honestly, what inspired me to do that, I mean, you guys know that when I use bronzer, instead of using sometimes like a shimmery bronzer, I like to get like a face powder just in a shade darker, and I can contour really well without, having any shimmer. So this is essentially the same thing, just in a cream form. But honestly, what gave me this idea was the KKW contour product that she came out with this year. and everyone was talking about how such little product it was. And I'm just gonna be honest, I think if you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys know that I actually have a lot of respect for the Kardashians. I think they are very smart businesswomen, and I totally respect that. But to be honest, I really don't think that both KKW beauty products and the Kylie Jenner kind of makeup is really that high quality. So I knew that for that price, I was like, I'm gonna not even try that one. And I have with their lip kits and, you know, their lip glosses and all that stuff. Like, I've definitely tried them out and they're not bad, but I always feel for the price, they're not as good as they should be. So anyway, so I grabbed a couple of these in like different shades. This is in shade 60. And I absolutely love it. I actually feel like it comes with quite a bit of product. I think I've been using one of these. This is my second one, but this one's slightly darker. And the other one, I think I used for about like 4 months. So it does last. And I do have to say that switching over to cream contour has been such a lifesaver, definitely for me. I think it's just so much easier to blend. I don't know if it's because I have more combination oily skin, but I also feel that it gives it just such a natural finish. I've never like left the house with kind of like a brownish smear, which occasionally that would happen when I did do powder contour. And it was just, I felt like I would always have to blend so much to the point that I felt like there was no more contour. And what's the point, obviously, right? So I think these are like under 10 bucks. I think they're like $5 or $6 each. And so honestly, I have not tried the KKW ones, but I can almost probably assure you that these are just as great. So if you are looking to, you know, try a little bit of cream contour, I would think these would be the way to go. All right, and so for the next one, this would not be a favorites video without me mentioning eSalon. Specifically this product right here, which is their Shine Glaze. So for those of you that still don't know what eSalon does, it's basically an online service that you can upload and send them a photo and they can formulate a color for you, super customized, and you will get the color with instructions sent to you at basically just a little bit over what box color would cost you. The Shine Glaze is just one of my favorites because it is so universal. It's not like color, where I just know that this definitely will suit everyone's hair type, hair color, hair texture, and it will leave your hair feeling beautiful and shiny and healthy looking. Now for my favorite foundation of all time, probably, or at least for now. You guys know how obsessed I was with the Lancome Teint Miracle for the longest time, and it gave me a really dewy kind of finish, which I loved. And I've told you the story probably a million times now, but the girl at my local Sephora, which I have a complete makeup crush on, I don't think I've ever seen makeup more well done in person than I have on this girl. Her makeup is just always so gorgeously blended, and she always has, you know, like the winged eyeliner and the crazy smoky eye. So definitely never anything that I would normally wear on a daily basis, but still so gorgeous. Anyway, so I always, anytime I go in and I like need something new, I always ask her what she recommends, and she like recommended all these other foundations, and they were like all foundations that I'd kind of tried but not really liked. And I was like, what do you use? And she was like, this. And yeah, favorite foundation, favorite shade. She knows what she's doing. And I think this gives the most like almost porcelain-like finish of any foundation that I personally have tried. So definitely favorite foundation of the year. I'm just gonna finish off with my last item of makeup, and that is this Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. And it is, interestingly enough, the Kim KW color. It's what I'm wearing today. It's what I wear probably in 75% of my videos, and what I've worn probably 80% of the year. So I believe this is my second lipstick, and there's actually a lot of product, but I guess for as often as I use it, this being my second for the year isn't too bad. I love the formula. It's creamy enough, but not like super glossy. The color is the absolute best warmish kind of rosy nude color. I feel like that's the best way I could describe it. Okay, now reeling it back into some hair products. And I couldn't talk about my favorites of the year without talking about what has absolutely saved my hair. And not just this year, the year before, and that is Monet. You guys know my passion for this company and this brand, not just because of the amazing opportunity and how it's absolutely changed my life and so many women's lives. So what I have here today is kind of my favorite little cocktail. And this bottle, as you can see, I've gone almost through the entire bottle. This is my second bottle, and that's just how freaking amazing this stuff really is. So the Intense Repair shampoo is my favorite shampoo. The hydration line is great as well, but as much as people will say that I should be using the hydration shampoo, I always go back to this one, and I absolutely love what this does for my hair. Like I've said in the past, since I've bleached my hair, my natural hair has never been much past, say, like my shoulders naturally. And I do wear extensions for volume, but this is my natural hair's length right now. And that is, I mean, as you can see, it's almost the length of my extensions. And it's healthy, it's shiny, there are no split ends, and I've continued to bleach my hair, if not more often than I did before. So I definitely owe that to Monet. You guys know that I do sell these products as well, and that just means that that is how much I absolutely trust and believe in this brand and company. I went on my first Monet incentive trip this fall as well, and just meeting all the women, and it just has made me more passionate even about the company. So for the next product, it is this Orbe Wave Spray. If you've ever smelled this stuff, you know what I'm talking about. I would say that so many women buy this product solely based on how it smells. Orbe is one of the most luxurious hair care brands. People ask me all the time because Monet does carry hair styling products as well as hair care. And as a hairdresser, obviously I've tried so many things. So with Monet, they are all about being good for your hair. So if you want to use a hairspray that is genuinely helping and good and better for your hair, I would definitely go with a Monet hairspray. But as a traditional hairstylist, I obviously like a product that has strong hold. And so when it does come to hairstyling, and if I want a heavier hold or anything like that, for a heavy hold, I would definitely go with the Redken hairspray. For something that is for waves where it's still somewhat flexible but smells amazing and has great hold, definitely the Orbe Shine and Wave Spray. The fact that it leaves a shine as it adds a little bit of texture to your hair, it's one of the first products that I see doing that. Alright, so now moving on to body care, I guess. That is the Saint Tropez Self-Tanning Mousse. I've mentioned Saint Tropez many times before. This is the 2-Hour Express, but it is the blue bottle. So the original bottle is white with the blue cap, and this one's all blue. And holy crap, the stuff is amazing. And it's funny because when they first came out with the dark Express one, the formula was so sticky and I actually hated it. So they must have revamped the formula. Honestly, in like 10 minutes, your product is dry, you can get dressed. There's no color transfer. So actually it says 1 hour is light, 2 hours medium, 3 hours is dark. And that is definitely the case. In 3 hours, you are dark, which would probably take me 2 to 3 applications of the other stuff to get to the color that this gives me with one application. So I'm all about that. Also, the smell of the Express smells so much better. I absolutely hated the smell of the original. I think that was an issue for a lot of people, so I actually love the smell of this one. Okay, so now onto Dry Shampoo, and again, I've mentioned this probably 100 times on my channel now, and that is the Dry Bar Detox Dry Shampoo. I would say I've tried at least 50 dry shampoos, and honestly, like, nothing works like this one. Like, I've tried others that smell amazing, and, you know, the texture is really nice because it doesn't leave that powdery kind of film or finish. But for blondes, I really think that this one is the absolute best. Absolutely love this product. For someone that's brunette, you probably won't like this one as much because it definitely will leave more of a white kind of film. But for blondes, this one is definitely a must. So right now let's talk about Redken, which I don't know, I feel like even when I even just read that name or see anything Redken, I almost get kind of butterflies, which sounds probably super stupid, but Redken is where I started, you know, my hair career. And so Redken will always have that place in my heart for that reason. And secondly, because it really is amazing products, amazing color, amazing toners, the best toners ever. Like if I had to swear by a hair product, it would be the Redken toners. And if someone told me this is the toners you have to use for the rest of your life, I would be okay with that. I can't imagine any toner ever coming out better. I just can't, because you can flash tone someone to a beautiful, gorgeous blonde in literally 2 to 3 minutes. And the product isn't strong or smelly, and it leaves the hair shiny. I mean, I can't say enough amazing things about it. But for the sake of this video, and instead of talking about, you know, hair colors and hair toners, I figured I would go more with something that the average person could choose to have done to themselves, which is the Redken pH Bonder. And I keep getting a lot of questions like, what about Olaplex? What happened to that? Like, you were so in love with that product. And honestly, I continue to think the same amazing things about Olaplex. It still works amazingly well as I said it did, but this is better. The reason why it's better is because with Olaplex, you do have to up the volume developer because it does dilute the product quite a bit. With the Redken's pH Bonder, you don't have to adjust anything. So if you normally use a 20 volume developer, with using this, you still use a 20 volume developer. And also, I personally believe that with the pH Bonder, I'm definitely able to get more lightness out of a client with the pH Bonder than I can with the Olaplex. And now, does Olaplex still, you know, prevent damage and breakage and help heal the bonds in the hair? Absolutely, it does do that. But it does it with a little bit more work from the hairdresser. And I personally think that this does give not only the hairdresser a break, because we can just mix as we always have, but it definitely gets a little bit more push on the lightness when you are lightening and or making someone blonder. So that's definitely a perk both for the stylist and for the client. So it's definitely my new favorite pH Bonder. Okay, we are getting close to the end. Now all I have is like skincare products. So I'm gonna go in the order of which I would use these skincare products. And I'm gonna start off with this Garnier Skin Active Makeup Removing Wipes. This is one of the first wipes that removes face makeup, it removes eye makeup, and it's not greasy. Anytime you get a makeup wipe that says it's eye makeup removing, it's like really greasy, and I'm always terrified to wipe like my skin or like the rest of my face because I feel like it's going to make me break out. Obviously I loved it when I was using it, but I didn't give it as much credit until I went to other makeup wipes and my skin completely broke out. And at first I was like, you know, it's just a coincidence. It can't be the wipes because I'm still, you know, like rinsing and washing with like my second cleanser, so it can't be the wipes. I continued using it for about another week or two, and then I was like, you know what, like I'm just gonna go buy those wipes. Basically like eye makeup remover, like it has that potency, but it's not greasy, and it's like, it just feels nice on the skin. Like my face doesn't feel like it's been kind of stripped of its natural oils, but it also doesn't feel like I've added a ton of this greasy, oily mess either. So definitely a perfect balance of a makeup wipe. So can't say enough good things about that. So if you are on the market for some new makeup wipes, I would definitely try this. So now for my under eye cream, I love this Bobbi Brown eye cream, and the reason why I love this, first of all, it's great. I feel like after a week or two of using it, I feel like any little fine lines under my eyes, I feel like kind of just vanish when I do use this. But another reason why I think it's so fabulous is that I put it on under makeup. So this actually works as like the most amazing primer under your under eye concealer. I feel like when I don't put this on under makeup, I feel like my under eye concealer starts to crease a lot more, ends up looking a lot cakier. And I actually learned that from a YouTuber, and I was already using this at night, but then I started doing it with makeup and oh my gosh, completely changed how I do my under eye. So thanks, Bobbi Brown, for creating such an amazing under eye cream. All right, and so for the last product, last skincare, last product that I have for my favorites for this year is the Allegionist Ultimate Anti-Aging Cream. You guys have been watching my vlogs. You actually saw me purchase this at Sephora and I talked a little bit about it. I started using it at night and my skin was just like super clear, like really supple, like kind of like, you know, that week after you get a facial or specifically a hydrofacial, that's how my skin continued to feel. So this is my new jar that you guys saw me get at Sephora recently, and I have here my empty jar because this stuff is, oh my gosh, my skin has just been drinking this. And it has a very nice, super soft, very faint scent, and I love that about products. Even if something smells really good, when it comes to like a lotion or a cream, sorry, I have something on my face. When it does come to a lotion or a cream, I don't want it to be extremely scenty and fragrant. So I do love how absolutely ultra soft this is, especially since I'm wearing it at night. I don't want to go to bed smelling like perfume or something. I want it to be just really soft and like night appropriate. So definitely favorite skincare product of the year right here. Oh, so there's one more thing that I wanted to talk about because I'm absolutely obsessed with this and because it was fresh and I just did it this week, but I finally went and got CoolSculpting done, and I had been looking into it for probably almost 2 years now. I've had a ton of clients that got it done that absolutely loved it. Other clients said that it totally worked, but it was really painful. So I was a little bit on the fence about it, but basically what CoolSculpting is that it freezes your fat through an external machine. So you basically get fat that's been frozen away, that basically it dissolves permanently, but without invasive surgery, like without liposuction or anything like that. But definitely with my health issue this year and with surgery, like you guys know, I did put on about 10 pounds and then lost about 12 after the surgery. Anytime you have a trouble area in your body, it's always the first place you gain weight and it's always the last place you lose weight. So every time your body does that up and down with your weight, you're just making that trouble area worse. And that's kind of what I was feeling. Anyway, I'm sure you guys will have so many questions about it. I definitely did. So I even got some footage there. So really excited to share a little bit more about that. But since it is the end of the year and I did just get it done this week, I got it done 2 days ago, no pain whatsoever. So that's what I'm all about. If I can get results and there's no downtime and no anesthesia, because that stuff creeps me out, I'm all in. So like I said, I will have a video dedicated and all about that, answering all your questions. But yeah, that's all of my beauty products, beauty regimens, beauty, services that are my absolute favorites for the year. So if you guys are still here, please leave me a little gold star emoji because you guys are true fans and have been here through the whole thing. So I absolutely love you guys and appreciate you guys so much. You guys absolutely have no idea how big of an impact you guys have on my life. I ran into 2 subscribers today on the street and that never gets old. It humbles me every time because I'm like, these are real people that watch me, and like as much responsibility, it's also just really heartwarming and amazing at the same time. So another year being with you guys. Thank you so much again for another year of support, and I look forward to another year. So cheers to 2018. Hope 2017 was great for you. I hope 2018 is even better. All right, you guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye. And my most favorite product of the year. Ellen, can you say hi? She's scared with all the lights. Yeah, Ellen? Where's Dad? Where's your ball? Ball? Can you find your ball?